Burn v. Jund here. I wonder if John is running multiple kitchen finks here.
Inquisition. Yep.
Seems fine.
Yeah. It's pretty good against Zach. Because it doesn't take damage and it just gets rid of a 3-point burn spell, if not more. I imagine it's probably either going to hit the Goblin Guide or the...
Eidolon?
Or maybe the Skullcrack if he does have like Kitchen Finks or like maybe a Callista in hand.
It looks like a Lily, a Bolt, a couple of lands.
I'd go with the Goblin Guys then. Or no, I mean the Eidolon, yeah.
Eidolon's going to deal more damage over the course of the game.
Well, not if he just bolts it, but I think you'd probably
Well, you can't bolt
preferably...
it here.
Yeah, but you can't play it here either. He's just gonna go get a Goblin Guide, swing in for 2. Seal of Fire.
Seal of Fire. Whew. Somebody wants their Goyfs all the big.
Yep, this seems like a pretty good card to reveal here, because like it looks like he has at least another Blackleaf Cliffs in hand, so he can just go Blackleaf Cliffs, Seal of Fire, go holding up the Seal of Fire and the Bolt.
Absolutely. Especially since it looks like Zach's going to be playing Monastery Mentor next turn.
I'd like to point out here that Zach did just, I mean, John cut his deck and then put it right back on top, the part that was supposed to go on the bottom.
Some people have weird cutting habits. You're allowed cutting it however you want, so...
Riffle, do you like those, like, Saito and them, just riffle shuffle your opponent's deck?
Now, that might be a little uncalled for. Yep, there's the Mentor. Swings.
Yep, Seal Fire the Goblin Guide on the trigger. Yep.
4 damage, Seal of Fire this guy.
Okay, cool. I'll Lightning Bolt you to get in an extra 1 here.
Response to trigger.
Okay.
Bolt here.
Okay.
So there's no big loss there. Like, even if the trigger was on the stack, he would have died. So
Yeah,
no loss.
absolutely.
It just might have gotten like 1 more point of damage in, but still. So I'm curious whether he'll play like Dark Confidant here or go into his
Lily.
Liliana.
It's straight Lily here.
Yeah, just get a forest, Lily.
Trying to empty out Zach's hand as fast as humanly possible here. No questions asked. That's what's happening.
Yep, Liliana empty board seems pretty good here.
Oh yeah, I think it. No, Gleef. Okay, that's.
It's an interesting play, but I feel like I don't know if that's 100% correct.
Well, Gleef shuts down any possible attacks this turn from Zach. It is a clock and a half. It's basically a 3-turn clock here.
Yeah. But I feel like it's better to go like Liliana here and then Goyf Bob.
I agree.
Just a better use of the mana. Like I guess he's like representing a Bolt here, but you've already played one, and if he doesn't have a creature, all it's doing is sitting there.
Yeah. I definitely agree with being more mana efficient, but hey.
I guess he just wants to get that clock here done with. But I feel like the same thing happens here with the Liliana. It's like you get a card out of his hand, and he either has to answer or you get another card, because he does have a handful of cards right now. Draws a forest. It's an okay draw.
Any land at this point, I don't think you really want, especially since you already had a 4th land in hand.
But it is one that doesn't take damage. So if he has like a 5-drop, like possibly a Goblin Dark Dwellers or a Batterskull or something like that, it'd be able to play. So you can just put the Goblin, not the Goblin, the Overgrown into play tapped.
This turn,
Yeah,
and then
play
following turn.
Yeah. Chooses the Edict. Seems pretty good.
Yeah.
Enchantment's already in the graveyard, so that doesn't affect anything.
Looks like John did not play a land this turn, surprisingly.
Didn't play one of his 2. Seems very weird.
Yeah.
If he draws a 3-drop here, that'll surely punish him. Because then he could be able to cast the Dark Confidant with the 3-drop.
Does Zach have the 1-mana spell to compare? It looks like.
I'll spike you.
Hmm.
I'll attack you for 2.
Down to 7.
Go ahead.
Interesting.
I guess he has some good cards in hand, or maybe like a Boros Charm. He's surely discarding one of them.
Yeah, he's discarding the Skullcrack here, more than likely.
It looks like John drew a bolt. It's pretty decent.
Seems very good here. Oh, really? Okay,
Mountain.
Mountain. Okay, that makes sense then. He's just playing towards the Boros Charm here.
So if you're John here, do you just get in with your Goyf or hold it back? Or I think you.
I think you get in
yeah.
and leave up Bolt. Don't play Bob. If you play Bob, you're just asking to die. He's really considering it, though, it looks like.
Yep. Puts down Zach down to
Seven's all?
7. Looks like he's gonna play the Bob here. I guess he's playing just to trade and then get lethal with the Goyf and the Bob the thing next turn.
Well, it's not even that. He has double removal spell, so he can go ahead and deal with the creatures here, and then just swing in for 7. So as long as he hits something that costs 3 or less mana, he's fine. However, if Zach hits a Boros Charm here and he flips a 3-drop, then he might be in trouble.
Yeah, by trouble you mean dead.
Yeah, that thing. That state of being.
That
Oh,
thing.
he's not making him play around it, so...
So are we like on Callista or bust here?
No. John's got this in the game. He's going to bolt creature EOT or on his turn, doesn't really matter. And then, as long as...
Well, he gives the trigger.
Yep, and that's game. John just kills the creature here and swings for lethal.
But he did leave it up to chance here, we will say.
+1 on Liliana.
Yeah.
Because he could have bolted the Dark Confidant into turn and just won.
So this is in response.
Yeah.
In response to the trigger, we'll bolt here.
Okay.
It's a little bit of a slow roll.
Liliana,
Yeah.
discard.
Yeah, and then you swing for 7. Yeah. Okay.
That's game 1.
Like, you know what's in his hand, and like you just make him sacrifice. Liliana dies.
Yeah. Or you cast Bolt before activating Lily. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Zach knew he was dead to like any removal spell there.
Yeah, absolutely. He needed to draw something that was not a land, and unfortunately he drew 4 lands that game. Anytime you draw 4 lands, you just feel so awful as a burn player.
You do have to think here that if John had the Inquisition and not the, if he had the Thoughtseize instead of the Inquisition.
Game would have ended the same way.
But like, John did leave it up to chance there, so he'd be at 5. He'd be at 5.
How so?
Because it takes 2 damage from the Thoughtseize. And then
He
like,
would
he would reveal trigger, so he would only be able to reveal
No.
2.
Sure.
But so he did hit the Twilight Mire. But I wonder if John knew he was just dead if he had like revealed like maybe like an Olivia or a Callista.
Kalidas.
Excuse me?
Kalidas. I.e.
bless
you
you.
can't pronounce.
Kalidas. What is that? Is that like German?
Yes, it's clearly a German word for something you clearly don't know how to pronounce.
So what do you think's coming in here for the burn side?
Probably some past exiles. Zach's pretty fond of that card. Otherwise, I don't really see him needing much in this matchup.
Wednesdays are like a really busy day typically for me, but I'm gonna try to.
Getting both of my guys on turn 2. Yeah. It's pretty crucial there.
Yeah.
He did essentially hit
Could've
3
gotten
burn
Lily,
spells
but
there.
I had
So.
hands to discard. You were so low, it's like
Right.
I have to squeeze in my damage when I can.
Right. I think that was the right call.
Yeah.
37 people playing here tonight. It's quite a bit for a Tuesday night event.
Definitely seems solid. We do always seem to get a rather large crowd.
Yep, I agree. From John's side, I believe he'll probably board in like maybe some Kitchen Finks, or maybe a Pulsar Marasa, or some Feed the clan.
Yeah, he has a few different life gain options. I don't know which one he subscribes to, but he has a few options. Don't think I've seen a Seal of Fire in a minute, though, so
True.
he might be playing one of the older options, like Feed the Clans. I don't think that's as popular as it once was. Zach carefully considering his hand here.
I'll keep.
I'll keep as well.
Scalding turn.
17. No. Must have it in hand.
Like we were playing a game before this, and he didn't hit his white drop till like turn 4 because he didn't hit any fetch lands. Only hit them basic mountains.
I don't know how much I like Grim Lavamancer post board.
It either eats a removal spell or later gets in for some damage.
Bloodstained Mire.
It either gets between probably 0 damage or like 4 or 2.
You mentioned all of the different multipliers it could hit.
It could hit 6 or 8.
No, it
Can't hit 6 or 8.
Nope, it's physically impossible to do so.
People can dream though. Come on.
I don't know if that's a dream or a nightmare.
We do know that Zach here is very fond of his Grim Lavamancer.
You did get them altered.
Yeah, I think they're like $25 a piece too.
It's not too bad for an altar.
Yeah, they're pretty good. We could be like the real deal here. See if we can get a sponsor from Blackwing Altars.
Sure. Go ahead.
The games where Zach does get multiple fetch lands with his Grim Lavamancers are the better ones for it, though.
Obviously. Anything that goes in the yard here.
Yeah, yeah.
Just need things to feed it. Hungry.
Grim
So
Lavamancer is
hungry.
a very hungry person.
Thirsty is what it is. Let's
Thirsty.
be honest here. It's very thirsty.
He was digging. He is digging. It's like the flavor text is like something digging or something like that. It's like precious minerals.
I don't think I've read the flavor text in a few years. So.
Years.
I think the last time I read the flavor text, the card was still in standard.
Can believe it. Fools dig for water, corpses are gold. The earth's real treasure is far deeper.
I.e. lava.
Lava?
Lava.
Maybe he meant fossils.
Now, how would Mike Myers say this here? Lava. Magma.
Yep.
And magma.
Sites-
Grim archaeologist.
Zach did not play around the removal spell and misses out on his 2 points of damage here.
I'll lightning bolt you. That's fine.
16.
There is a duress sitting in John's hand, just staring a hole. Curious why he's keeping it in hand. He also has a Liliana and what looks to be a Scavenging Ooze paired with a land or two.
Just sequencing. It's all in the sequencing.
But like then
Ships him
again,
down to 13.
he did like go turn 1 Bloodstained Mire pass with the duress. It's kind of
So Zach's at 18, John's at 13, and down to 10.
looks like he doesn't have a Boros Charm here.
He does?
Looks like he doesn't since
Oh.
like, I can't see his hand, but by
You
the way,
assume
he's-
he'd play it untapped, yeah. Duress here.
that's what it looks to be. It looks to be like Duress Goyf probably.
I've got another Sacred Foundry and a path.
This looks to be a rougher game here from Zach. Already down to 1 card, which is a land. Drew 4 lands, and
He missed out on 2 points of damage with the Lavamancer.
and it looks like his opponent's about to
Start taking over the control of the game here.
yeah, he's gonna play a Goyf and start getting a clock on. Looks to
yeah.
be at least a 3/4. Probably
1,
possibly
2,
a 4 or
3,
5.
4. It looks like a 4-5.
Charm Wave. Go ahead.
Yeah, I believe if he drew a land here, should be sadly game.
No reason not to. I'll just hard cast this.
Zach's got a couple of turns here where he can just rip burn spell, so Zach is not out of this. John needs a way to stabilize a little bit better here.
He does have an ooze here to gain him a life if he gets another green source.
One life is not going to be real relevant anytime soon, I don't feel.
Let's see whether he plays the Dark Confidant here. Nope, goes with the Scoos instead. The better play.
The Bob here would have been a little ambitious, I feel.
Yeah, go to 3.
So now he can go up to 4. So any Borostrom ends the game. Or he has 2 turns to hit 2 burn spells. So still very winnable. Okay.
Looks like Zach will send. Looks like John will attack for 7 here.
No, he won't because the Goif is now smaller.
Oh, very good. So it looks like he's going
Only
for
hits
6
for 6.
still.
Yep. Discards Bob. Ah, poor Bob.
Discards the creature back though.
Yeah.
Our confidant.
Sure.
7.
So Borostrom.
It looks like a land to me.
Yeah. Zach just did not have much luck there either of those 2 games. So.
If he would have drew a burning spell, a burn spell, or a Ingotten for the 2.
Yeah, if he wouldn't have missed the 2 points and would have hit any burn spell, would have gone a little differently there. We'll be back for round 2 here.
Yeah. Oh no, we could probably manage to.
You take 6. The painful truths are extremely painful for you. And these stupid scions are protecting me from Liliana.
Did you have it? Yeah. 10?
Actual stone rain?
Stone Rain, this
What
is
are you doing?
This is the situation. This is why.